In the heart of the dense forest stood an old abandoned cabin, its timbers weathered and worn by time. It was a place whispered about in hushed tones by the locals, who spoke of strange occurrences that plagued the area. Few dared to venture near, and those who did never stayed long. Sarah, however, was undeterred by the tales of the cabin's haunting. She was an adventurous soul, drawn to the mysteries of the unknown. So, when she stumbled upon the cabin during one of her hikes, she couldn't resist the urge to explore. The door creaked open reluctantly as Sarah pushed it, revealing a dim interior shrouded in shadows. She stepped inside cautiously, her heart pounding in her chest. The air was thick with dust, and the floorboards groaned under her weight. As Sarah moved deeper into the cabin, she noticed strange symbols etched into the walls, their meaning lost to time. The room felt oppressive, as if it held its breath, waiting for something to happen. Ignoring the unease creeping up her spine, Sarah pressed on, determined to uncover the secrets hidden within. She found herself in what appeared to be a study, shelves lined with dusty books and papers scattered across the desk. Curiosity piqued, Sarah began to sift through the papers, her fingers trembling slightly. Most were illegible, the ink faded with age. But then she found a journal tucked away in the corner of the desk. With trembling hands, Sarah opened the journal, revealing pages filled with cramped handwriting. It spoke of an ancient ritual performed in the depths of the forest, a ritual meant to summon unimaginable power. The more Sarah read, the more uneasy she became. The journal spoke of whispers in the dark, voices that promised untold riches and forbidden knowledge. But it also warned of a darkness that lurked just beyond the edge of reality, waiting to consume those foolish enough to seek its power. Despite the warnings, Sarah felt a thrill of excitement coursing through her veins. She had always been drawn to the unknown, and the thought of uncovering ancient secrets sent shivers down her spine. Determined to learn more, Sarah continued to delve into the journal, her mind racing with possibilities. But as the hours passed, she began to feel a presence watching her, its gaze heavy and suffocating. Unease turned to fear as Sarah realized she was not alone in the cabin. She could hear faint whispers echoing through the darkness, their words indistinct but filled with malice. Heart-pounding, Sarah slammed the journal shut and bolted for the door, desperate to escape the suffocating embrace of the cabin. But as she reached for the handle, she froze. Standing in the doorway was a figure cloaked in shadow, its features obscured by darkness. Sarah's breath caught in her throat as she stared into its empty eyes, feeling a chill run down her spine. "Who are you?" she whispered, her voice trembling with fear. The figure said nothing, its gaze fixed on Sarah with an intensity that sent a shiver down her spine. And then, with a sound like the rustling of leaves, it vanished into thin air, leaving Sarah alone in the darkness. Terrified, Sarah stumbled out of the cabin and into the fading light of dusk. She ran until her lungs burned and her legs gave out beneath her, collapsing onto the forest floor in exhaustion. But even as she lay there, gasping for breath, she could still feel the presence of the cabin looming over her, its darkness seeping into her very soul. In the days that followed, Sarah tried to convince herself that it had all been a trick of the light, a figment of her imagination. But deep down, she knew the truth. The whispers in the dark were real, and they were calling to her, beckoning her back to the cabin with promises of power and knowledge beyond her wildest dreams. And though she tried to resist, Sarah knew that she could never truly escape the darkness that lurked within the depths of the forest, waiting patiently for its next victim. For once you hear the whispers in the dark, they never truly leave you.